get your hands dirty if you're going to achieve the impossible.
Hey there, welcome to Movie Phone's Unscripted. I'm Hugh Jackman. I'm here with Christian Bale to talk about our new movie, The Prestige. So you guys have sent us in a whole lot of questions. So I'm going to ask Christian questions. He'll ask me some from you guys and some that are just our own questions. So let's get started. From Lacey, Omaha, Nebraska.
Oh, this is from me to you.
Oh, you going first?
This is
Christian.
Christian.
Sorry. Yeah, okay.
Prestige is about antagonistic rivals.
Yes.
How did this affect your off-screen relationship with Christian?
Well,
we hated each other.
We hated each other, except when we did press. And then we sort of feigned that we kind of get on all right. Mate,
all right,
good
buddy.
to see you. Truth of the matter is, we did hate each other, right? Off screen and on.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm impressed.
Why is that?
You're finally getting your hands dirty. That's what a good trick costs, Angier. Risk, sacrifice.
The sacrifice, I'm afraid, is all going to be yours, unless you give me what I want.
Which is?
The secret? You have my notebook. Useless without the keyword. Write down your method, Mr. Borden.
Where's mine, you know?
Alive!
How fast can you dig?
Alan! You hear me?
No, we actually, boring to say, but we both got little kids, same age almost. And we had a couple of play dates, birthday parties, hung out. So for both of you, Hugh. Santiago, Buenos Aires, Argentina. Love Argentina. I love Buenos Aires. So how did training with Ricky J help prepare for your roles as magicians? Have you found yourselves more popular at cocktail parties?
I don't know that I've ever been popular at cocktail parties.
Not
at
true.
all. But I did kind of have aspirations from finishing this movie that I would at least be able to entertain at like children's parties or something like that. But I would be the absolute most useless crap entertainer ever, because as you know, they taught us the beginning of a trick.
Yeah, that's
They
right.
taught us the middle of a trick.
Yeah.
They taught us the end, but they never taught us all three. You know, so it really would be a lousy.
Well, both of us
performance,
asked.
you know.
Maybe one day I'll open my hand, get your attention, ask, are you watching closely? Maybe a magic word or two. And then I'll be gone.
How do you get so famous then, eh?
Magic.
Get back here! Thank you!
You asked, I remember I did the same. I said, because we've got kids, I said, most of our life, social life over the next 10 years is going to be kids' parties. Give us a trick, give us something, and they wouldn't.
I got nothing.
Nothing, I had nothing either.
There was some bubblegum trick they promised me, but they never actually taught me that.
Really?
At all. So, what is it?
There
There you go. That's about the extent of it for me.
Here's the one I learned.
That's
Ready?
what
Watch
I
this.
came out with.
Oh,
pretty
that
good.
was good, right?
Yeah. But unfortunately, that's all that we've come out with. You know?
Next.
What were the challenges of filming Magic? Were you able to draw upon your work on the stage for this role?
Yeah, I suppose. Well, my characters are more of a natural, I suppose, showman. Fair to say. I think fair to say, not as good a magician.
Right. I've got the magic down,
Yeah.
but I've got no idea
What to do on stage.
how to communicate
Yeah.
what I'm doing. And you are a brilliant showman
With average.
who absolutely can bring people in, draw them in,
Yeah.
and you can do that yourself. I mean, that was the truth, and that is the difference between the two of us.
My guy was NG was a great performer. I said, I don't want to get caught up in being from the 1900s. I don't want to look exactly like that, because I figured it'd probably be a little bit over-gestured,
Yeah.
But I wanted to have a slightly otherworldly sort of kind of other time sort of quality to it. But he showed me all those great videos of Channing Pollock, and Channing Pollock was this magician who, even though he was in the 50s, he always wore the black tie, and all like he was from the 90s. Incredibly cool, calm, at ease with himself. He actually later became a movie star in France or something. But I suppose that was the style I wanted to have. But I think it's fair to say, having been on stage made that easy for me.
Yeah.
Except those bloody doves. You had to bring
Yeah,
those
right.
doves, and I had to.
Well, children and animals.
But it was fun. Peter Christian, Unscripted. One thing I did, like, because the movie, as Michael Caine so eloquently put it, it's a movie you don't want to take a piss during, right? Because you need to be watching you don't want to miss
He's
one
not
beat
talking
of it.
about the actors in the movie.
No.
As an audience.
As an audience, you don't want to
for a
leave
piss.
to take a piss. That's better.
Yeah.
But it does jump around in time, like from the future to the past, right? So for me, what I did was, how characters had the diary. I wrote out the diary to make sense of it. How did you, what's your process in terms of?
I did a chart. I did a chart because, we can't give away a whole lot of.
No.
There's an awful lot with this movie that we can't talk about.
Yeah, good point.
For interview reasons.
Yeah.
And but I did do a chart because in the momentum, and there was a great deal of momentum with the filming of this, which was intentional from Chris's point of view. I just didn't want to get lost about these details, which I can't really go into any more detail than that about, to keep it clear about where I was at each different point, etc. And I kind of went through that chart with Chris ahead of time.
Yeah.
And then you kind of scrap it, but it's good just to get that kind of cemented in your head because, yes, it's a movie which really does involve immersion completely as an audience member. You have to stick with it. You have to pay attention to what is going on.
Because all the clues are there.
And they're there, but what I love about it is that in the same way that when I've read the script first, I wanted to read the script straight away again.
Yes.
Because what you realise by the end of it is not only are you watching a movie about magicians and their rivalries, and it's not so much about magic tricks. It's not really about showing that, except for this one particular one, which causes the rivalry between the two of us. But that the entire movie itself is a magic trick.
Yeah. Hugh Christian. In 1998, you did Velvet Goldmine based on David Bowie's Ziggy Stardust album. What was it like to actually work with Bowie in The Prestige?
It would have been fantastic to have worked with Bowie. It would have been fantastic to have met Bowie, but I didn't do either.
You didn't even meet
No,
him?
didn't even meet him. No.
Your mum's going to be very
No,
upset.
she's gonna be very upset. I remember I saw a quote where you were telling people.
Did I tell people?
Something about,
Sorry.
my mum felt that I was finally in a proper movie because David Bowie was in it. Yeah, but no, that was a real shame. I would have loved to have met him and worked with him, But that was all you. Yeah.
He's unbelievably, disarmingly nice.
Yeah.
I'm not that I expected him to be an arsehole or anything, but I think, he's got such a mystique about him. He's just very down to earth. And
Well, he's the man who fell to earth, isn't he? So you expect him to be
Exactly.
somewhat alien-like.
I was sitting with him, by about the second day, we were getting on really well, and I got over the fact that he was David Bowie. And I told him how in 1981 I had a ticket for his, did I tell you this? I had a ticket for his concert when he came to Sydney, and it was $20, and I remember it because it was like half a year's pocket money. And I went to school that day, and it was sold out concert, and this guy in year 12, senior, said, I'll give you $50 for the ticket.
Oh, and you scalped it?
And I scalped it. And I told him this.
Right.
And I thought, and he goes, so you're that kind of guy.
Right.
And I thought, have we got any more questions?
Christian and you.
Okay.
Who would win?
There it is.
Well, how comes I get to ask it of him? Because he's obviously going to answer, guess who.
Well,
But if he asked me, I would answer.
I'm happy,
guess who.
mate. If you're happy.
Who would win in the ultimate showdown? Wolverine.
I'm happy
Batman.
to open to the room.
How about we leave it to,
Come on.
15 years down track,
Yeah.
when both of our careers are nothing. We're doing dinner theatre somewhere, all right?
Fantos, yeah.
Then we'll come back and we'll revive a Batman versus Wolverine scenario.
Even better.
It will be straight to video, but people can
actually make
get
the
the
movie?
answer to that question at that point.
But even better, if our careers are really in the toilet, let's actually just fight each other.
Well,
Let's
right now,
we'll set it up.
let's just get
No, we'll
drunk
go on the
and-
WWF tour, and I'll go out in
Right.
the Wolverine gear, and you go out in the Batman gear, and we'll just fight each other.
Sounds good.
What do you think?
All right, it sounds like a great idea, Hugh. All right.
All right, mate. Thanks, Christian. Thanks, Movie Phone, and thanks to you guys from all over the world for sending in your questions. And stay tuned. You want to say the last line? I know you do. We can be like co-hosts of Entertainment Tonight, you and I.
I don't want to feel like the Olsen twins. Please check out our movie, The Prestige.
Brilliant. Are you happy? Oh.
I don't watch the
Weird
bad
thing, isn't it?
Huh?
It's weird, though.
It is a weird thing because I feel like I know you too well to be sitting and answering these questions.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
So that's the thing.
Because it's like you do these questions with people that you don't know very well.
Yes. Yep.
Man of mystery.
Okay.
Yeah.